the hang of this.
Good evening, Sith Remnant. This is your Emperor, Darth Baum speaking. I have a couple announcements that I wanted to make, and I decided that instead of posting a lengthy, long text post like I usually would, that I'm going to try something a little bit different. So a lot of you guys know that I've been pretty busy, and a lot of our leadership has been really busy with life. I've been flying aircraft a lot recently. Turns out that it's actually pretty time committing. That being said, I am happy to announce that we have several large promotions and announcements regarding the overall structure, open positions, and kind of some stuff that we'll be moving forward on. First of all, I'm just going to talk about the bad stuff first. Our Sphere of Philosophy, which is the people with purple names, has not really been active to the degree that we wanted it to be. The intent behind the Sphere of Philosophy was to kind of handle RP, the clan lore, kind of introduce new members into the structure of the Sith Remnant, and also to host kind of game night events, kind of like Mario Party nights and so on. Sadly, they have not been very active. They only have about 4 officers in there. So what we're going to be doing for right now is we're temporarily shutting down the Sphere of Philosophy until we get a little bit more interest moving forward and our recruitment efforts are back to where they need to be. So the Sphere of Expansion will be handling a lot of the stuff that the Sphere of Philosophy does, and so will the Imperial Military. All the stuff will still be happening, it just will not be its own separate department for the time being. All current members in those spheres will be moved to other spheres, and we'll kind of sort it out by a case-by-case basis. So, moving on to the Sphere of Technology, we're going to be removing kind of like a lot of the inactive officers in there. So there's going to be a lot of positions open in the Sphere of Technology. The Sphere of Technology is the people with cyan names. Their job is to basically help out with Discord, YouTube, basically more technical functions that kind of require me and other people to trust them with the ability to mess with these technical things, because there's a lot of damage that somebody can do if they had access to our YouTube channel or our Discord server admin settings. So it requires a little bit of technical skill. The Dark Lord and Sith Lord positions are going to be open starting today. If you feel like you have what it takes to apply to be the Dark Lord of the Sphere of Technology, you're welcome to apply for it. I just will say there's going to be an expectation of some projects going on and things to further our Discord, YouTube, and other kind of platforms. We want to create our own website. So those positions will be open. Moving on to the big things is our promotions. So I'll go with our lower promotions, or our highest promotion first. As many of you know, Darth Camo Hammer, he's been a phenomenal officer leader for the Sith Remnant. He's the reason why our SWTOR operations are where they are, why we have 900 plus characters in our guild, why we're able to do events, why we have our guild flagship. His effort and his commitment to the Sith Remnant has been phenomenal. He's been really great at doing what he needs to do and kind of leading on his own initiative. That's one of the things that I definitely look forward to in a officer and a leader, is kind of, I don't need to hold the hand. There's some people that they need the hand holding. They usually stay at the rank of apprentice, but the mark of a good officer is that they're able to figure out, hey, maybe we should do this for the guild. Maybe we should do this for the guild, and basically go out and do it. Because if you ask anybody, if you have an idea and you think it's going to help the guild, I'm most likely am not going to say no to it. Unless you want me to do it myself. If you're willing to go out there and do the work to make your idea happen, I'm willing to see what you can do. And If it succeeds, awesome. If it doesn't succeed, oh well, at least he tried, right? That being said, he's been phenomenal. He's been able to kind of be a little bit of a backbone presence too in the Dark Council, which is something that I think is very important. Not afraid to step on toes when toes need to be stepped on. And it's for all these reasons that he's going to be promoted to the Shadow Hand of the Sith Remnant. That's the second in command of the Sith Remnant. So basically, he has the same voice as me, and you should expect that to be the case. He was currently the head of the Sphere of Expansion and Diplomacy, which kind of handles all of our recruitment efforts, so now that position's open. Our Lord Helv, he's a minister for SWTOR. He basically handles the recruitment efforts on SWTOR along with helping out Camo Hammer in his previous position and recruiting and helping us grow our numbers and get new members into the guild, into the Sith Remnant. He has been very, very good at what he does. I mean, our numbers speak for themselves, really. And it's only fitting, it's only right that he takes that open position on the Dark Council and is now going to be known as Darth Helv. Congratulations. Next up is his position is open as Sith Lord. We're going to look at Deputy Minister Elizabeth, who's currently works with Helv to do a lot of the recruitment for SWTOR. He's been taking a lot of emphasis in helping us grow our operations on the Republic Guild, which is something that we've tried to do here and there. It's just it's kind of hard to focus on both the Imperial and trying to help out the Republic Guild out a little bit too. But that hasn't deterred him from trying his best, doing his best at bringing new members, and that's kind of what I'm talking about, the initiative. It isn't, you know, he didn't wait for me to ask him to do it. He was like, I want this Republic Guild to be active, and I'm like, I do too. He's like, cool, I'm going to go recruit. I'm like, awesome. So he's going to be promoted to Sith Lord in the Sphere of Expansion. His job is to basically help out our expansion efforts on all games from SWTOR, the Republic Guild, Imperial Guild, to other games beyond. Congratulations, that's another promotion, well earned, well deserved. Our final big promotion is Kamatazi. He's currently a Moff under SWTOR for the Imperial military. A Moff basically is kind of like the guy who handles the creation of events on a particular game and platform. So we have a Moff for Star Wars Battlefront 2. We should have a Moff on Star Wars Battlefront 2, SWTOR, on every game there should be a Moff. And basically handles events and trains commanders to run said events. From operations to flashpoints to anything else that we can come up with, like his creative event, Kagath. He also, too, has been displaying a lot of initiative and trying to get different events rolling out the door. And he's going to be promoted to a Sith Lord position in the Imperial military. And basically what he's going to oversee under the Imperial military is the growth and expansion of our operations on games beyond just SWTOR for the PC side of house. So if you think of any games that you want to see thrive in the Sith Remnant, if you're like, why aren't we playing game XYZ? Kamatazi is going to be your point of contact into getting these operations started and running. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to get a game running. It takes a certain kind of individual to kind of bring forth all together, all the pieces, because in a way you have to be like a miniature version of me running the show. And I will say not a lot of people have that commitment or drive to do that, so I wish him all the luck to see it happen. That concludes the majority of our promotions and everything. I just kind of want to, with the remainder of this time, kind of go over some important stuff that I think everybody should be aware of for the Sith Remnant. So I'm going to move on here the Discord onto the screen so that we can kind of see what we're talking about here. So, you know, we have the Imperial Guild chat, right? You know, this is where most of our discussions happen for the Sith Remnant. You know, we have our Republic Guild chat, but here's the info screen. This has a bunch of information for the SWTOR Guild server, the guild name, what the different roles are, kind of how the guild bank is supposed to operate, our Imperial Knights, and then all of our officer positions that are open and so on. That's just for SWTOR. Now, there's a bunch of other cool channels that I highly recommend. Announcements. Look at that cool plane. Regulation and structure. This kind of has all the information for how the guild works. You know, we have our rules. You know, no posting links to other clans, no racism. That should go. You should just know you shouldn't do that, honestly. Governing charter that needs to be updated. Kind of how the Discord operates, like the organization of it. Different roles. And then a nice flow chart about how our structure works. That kind of explains how everything works. I highly encourage you to check it out in your free time. We have a role menu. So if you play RuneScape, just, you know, click on this. And it'll add the role to your account, so that you get notifications about it. We have our clan links. Here's a bunch of links to different groups and stuff. Like we have a Steam group right here. We have an Xbox club. We have a YouTube channel. So check those out. We have our chain of command, which has all the positions across every game on the platform. Want to know who the Dark Council is? You know, check out this right here. Pretty cool stuff. We have the off-topic section, where we talk about just off-topic things. Like this carrot here. Really, anything can be discussed there. We have memes. Where's a good meme? Yeah. We got our quotes, so if you hear a funny quote by somebody, you know, there you go. King of the Hill. We have a bunch of RP stuff, so if you like RP, this is the area that you should look in. If you make YouTube videos, post them here. You have a Twitch stream, post it here. What I'm trying to get at is there's a lot of stuff that a lot of people aren't utilizing here on this Discord server, and I highly encourage you to use it. We have a lot of cool stuff here. And it'd be awesome if we try to use it as much as possible. That's all I'm going to bite your ears off about for right now. Thank you for watching, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week. Glory to the Sith Remnant. Thank you. Have a great day.